When The Last Case of Benedict Fox was highlighted during Xbox's showcase last year, I was so intrigued. Metroidvanias for a good while now have been my favorite genre, and this felt like a true sleeper hit and quickly became my most anticipated title. A year later, and it's finally been released into the wild, and I've got to say, while it was worth the wait, it's not all I was hoping for. So, let's talk about why in today's review. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're feeling inclined, hit that bell notification. Let's get to it. The Last Case of Benedict Fox is a story of intrigue and discovery into a nightmarish world filled with demons, murder, and suicide. You as Benedict are on your last case, as you probably could guess from the title, but this one's personal. Tasked with diving into your family's past, specifically both your parents, as you search for clues as to why they met their untimely demise. This adventure will see you tangled in a web of conspiracies, taboo rituals, and self-discovery with a Burton-esque art style of Lovecraftian horror. The story here is very well done, with multiple narrators including your own personal demon that will help you along the way. It always made me want more, like where did this demon come from, how did this organization start, and what was Benedict's first case like? And in that capacity, I think that developer plot twist hit all the marks of a successful and engaging plotline and is one of the better indie stories that I've experienced this year. While The Last Case is at heart a Metroidvania, this is by no means your run-of-the-mill shot at an already congested genre. And this is where reviewing this game becomes a little tricky because while I will always praise creativity and a unique vision, the elements of design on display here for the most part all needed just a little extra love. Both the combat and the puzzles, which are by far the meat and potatoes of this package, unanimously deserve some extra attention. While elements like upgrading your powers by getting tattooed were cool touches, the combat, even after a full skill tree, was merely serviceable. And I think that the proof is in the pudding here with the very few combat bosses to be found in the game, possibly alluding to a lack of confidence in their combat system overall. Again, it's not bad, but it's not good either. If it wasn't for the surrounding elements, it would be hard to suggest the game purely off the combat. And then there's the other main part of this course, and that's the puzzles, which are good. In fact, they're phenomenal, minus the piano puzzle, which was probably the worst puzzle I've ever done in any game. But anyways, other than that, where The Last Case truly falls short on their puzzles is in organic direction. 95% of this game, I was utterly lost, just roaming from area to area, hoping that I had the correct information to solve a puzzle, and then hoping to move on. Which, to be fair, is a common thing in Metroidvanias, but with such a puzzle-dense game and large map, it compounded an issue in the genre that is typically sorely lacking already and made it much more frustrating. Luckily, when you do get frustrated with the lack of direction, there are some much-needed accessibility features that make exploration as well as puzzle solving basically a non-issue and allows you to continue the story. But it just would have been nice if it was a more polished area of the game overall, especially considering it's such a main part of this game. Performance-wise, The Last Case did struggle from a plethora of graphical hitches, frame rate dropping, a couple crashes, and a bizarre inability to autosave that initially caused a loss of hours of progress for me in the beginning. Yes, you've heard right, if you play The Last Case of Benedict Fox, please end your session by saving and exiting your game as to not experience what I did. With all that being said, it may seem like this is a game that I would recommend you stay away from, but in reality, this could not be further from the truth. While undeniably this gym is rough around the edges and you may want to wait until those edges are smoothed out, but at its core, this is one of my favorite indies this year. From the breathtaking art style, the mind-bending puzzles, and the unforgettable story that simply made me want more in this universe. I truly hope this is not The Last Case of Benedict Fox. It's a 7 out of 10, take it or leave it. Thanks for watching.